every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise. Made fresh every day.
What's going on, y'all? This your boy Caseyville, King Self for Life. I know it's super late. I know when it's super late like this, I sometimes always be like, man, should I go do a Monday Night Raw review? I know it's super late. It's early in the morning. Monday Night Raw. Let's go ahead and talk about this show. Really don't know what to talk about, but we open the show. Morrison is out there. It's a celebration. They got the balloons out. They got the Miz. Morrison says, let's get ready to celebrate. And he calls out, you're a new WWE champion, The Miz. So awesome hits, right? So they come out to the ring. And as they start going down, The Miz started rambling, talking about how he deserves this. And he started name dropping a whole bunch of other clowns before him that's not there anymore, or if they are, they're not irrelevant. And then he's on top. He's running the show. He's at the top of the food chain and all this crazy stuff, right? So instead of actually thanking the man MVP and the man himself, Lashley, come out. They come out in their clean suits. Lashley looks at the man, MVP say, we heard you talking. And it's funny, you even mentioned Bobby Lashley, but you should be thanking him, because if it wasn't for him, you will not be the WWE champion. And the Miz say, well, I was getting to that, which you know he wasn't. He was not getting to that. So Lashley gets on the mic. He said, we made a deal, Miz. I helped the end of my bargain. Now it's your turn. And he pretty much told him that, he said, listen, man, look, I got a lot on my mind. I gotta make sure that I'm in good shape to give you the proper match. Bobby Lashley pretty much told that fool, listen, I'm gonna give you an hour to do the right thing. Because if not, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. So he pretty much put the pressure on him. He talked about he said, give me an hour to come up with what I need to do. In other words, you know how it is. Listen. Look, y'all, I told you, when it comes to the cats that look like me, I like how Bobby Lashley is being booked. He's been booked like a dominant heel supposed to be. But I just don't have faith that Vince and them would allow Bobby to win the WWE Championship. I'm telling you right now. Listen, when you get used to seeing the cats that look like you lose all the time, or only be able to win in the mid card, but once they get pushed into the main event scene, you just don't have confidence that they're going to go over. And that's just how it is for me when it comes to wrestling. You get used to it. You get used to seeing the cats that look like you either get pushed or get booked like they don't even belong there. And like I said, I believe the best thing for Bobby Lashley was teaming up with MVP. This is the best this man's looked. And would I like to see Bobby Lashley as WWE champion? Yes, I would. But I just don't want it to happen right now because we already know what's gonna happen. Let's say the man does win next week, which I don't think he will. But if he did, I'm actually getting ahead of myself. But let's just say Bobby Lashley wins next week. He's gonna go in the fast lane. He's gonna win the fast lane just to drop it to whoever at WrestleMania. I'm like, you know what, man? I don't know, man. Like I said, the Monday night card outside of WrestleMania, I'm just not feeling, man. And you know, like I said, there's nothing against The Miz. The Miz is doing his job. He's the cowardly heel. He got it only because of Bobby Lashley, so it's only fair that he gives Bobby Lashley a title shot. So we get over with that situation. Next, we got the Bro Man celebrating his United States Championship with Lucha House Party. This dude, he just sounds like he high all the time to me. I listen. I don't know if you guys are fans of Matt Riddle. The young man can wrestle, yes, but I'm just not a fan of Matt Riddle. I'm not. And was the segment supposed to be funny? It was not funny. It was just stupid. But he had his little scooter, and obviously it was a rematch. See, pretty much. See, this is what I hate about WWE. We after the pay, this how it be. This how it is. Every pay per view we have. After every pay per view, the very next night on the what it said show, it's just the rematches. I'm like, I don't understand with this booking with WWE. They do this foolishness all the time. I don't need to see. If I saw it once, if you're gonna keep a feud going, don't give it away right away on the show. Book it to where we get it at the next pay-per-view if you're going to continue a match. But WWE, they likes to just outdo stuff over and over and keep it doing it. And then when it happens again, you just don't give a crap about it. So we got Morrison versus Bro. Now the title wasn't on the line. Was this a solid match? Yes, it was a solid match. But I seen it. I think this is the third time they fought. I'm like, I don't care. I don't. And so that tells me Morrison is finished with that. Morrison loses the match. Bro wins. So now I just ask myself, what the clown are they going to do with Bro as we move forward? Bro is the U.S. champion. What do you do? Excuse me, y'all. What do you do moving forward as we move forward to Fastlane and WrestleMania? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what you do with Matt Riddle and the United States Championship. I don't know. But that's that segment. So then, backstage, we got Bad Bunny and Damian Priest talking to old girl, talking about how he was on Saturday Night Live and he had the 24/7 championship, right? And it was kind of funny. He said, you know, he did name drop him. He said, well, Miz is the WWE champion. Maybe, and as soon as he said that, on the side, we got a referee and R-Truth old silly. Oh, R-Truth goofy behind. And they looking. And then he gonna go hug the ref, acting like wasn't nothing going on. So then they walk over to him. And he talk about, I just wanted to come and get an autograph, and this is not what you think, and my bad. And then called him Bugs Bunny, and it was not funny at all, man. Like I said, Vince continues to use R-Truth as his sideshow / minstrel, but it's just not funny, man. Listen, R-Truth is a funny dude, but these segments are just not funny no more, man. They're not. It's just they just there to be there, man. And so now my question is, what do you do now moving forward? So Damian Priest is getting ready later on. He will be going against Angel Garza. So I don't know what we're doing with them. Like I said, people was talking about it was still gonna be a tag team match, but how do we get to a tag team match with Miz and Morrison versus them when Miz is still your WWE champion? I don't know. We'll find out. So Miz is talking to Adam Pearce, and they're discussing about what you need to do. And Adam Pearce told him, he said, "Listen, Miz, look, you need to give Bobby Lashley an answer, and you got a good hour." He's talking about, well, you're the guy that's running the show. We shouldn't be allowed to, Cass shouldn't be allowed to threaten me and threaten to get shot. He said, no, man, you know the man helped you get that championship. So you got a good hour, and you got to answer him. You got no choice. So next we get ready for the 18th millionth time. New Day versus Retribution. This is why the tag team divisions need to be merged. I don't know, man. It's like, how and why am I supposed to like something when you keep doing it over and over and over again, and then expect me to think that it's gonna be off the chain? It's not. Kofi and listen, Kofi, Dominique Djokovic, I'm about to call him by his real name, Xavier Woods, and D.O. Madden. Listen, individually, they all good wrestlers, man, but I don't need to see the same match over and over. And how the clown are we not booking Kofi and Mustafa Ali in a real serious undercard match heading into WrestleMania? Because the way how the ending looked, it looked like as if Retribution almost was about to jump Ali. Why? Because it's the same result. New Day wins again. They win again. So Ali snapped on everybody. And it's good to see Mia Yim back. Mia Yim is back on the show. She just recovering from COVID and everything. But I feel bad for all of them, man. Why did you call these clowns up if you knew that you weren't going to do nothing for them? It's unreal. So like I said, he called them out. He said, I'm tired of this. Week in, week out. It's the same result. Why the heck do I still tolerate you all? You guys are a disgrace. And he started going at him and beating the break. Well, he wasn't beating the brakes off, but he started roughing them up. And that tells me that Retribution about to snap. They about to beat the brakes off him coming soon, but that makes no sense. Why the clown do we keep doing the same thing? There's ways to not do this. You don't have to keep having cats wrestle each other just so we can get a match at the pay-per-view. Because sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, I'm tired. When you keep wrestling the same wrestlers over and over again, cats just not gonna give a crap. So I don't know what they do. But it looked like Retribution about to beat the brakes off Ali. Because that's what it looked like. So okay, next. So we get to an hour. We got Adam Pearce, Morrison, Miz to the ring, Bobby Lashley, MVP. And they said, all right, what's your answer? And Miz said, I still need more time. I want to be in the best shape. I want to make sure I give you a great match. And Bobby Lashley said, man, quit wasting time. He said, you either giving me a match right now, I'm going to beat the brakes off you right now. Next thing you know, Braun Strowman comes out the way. I said, oh no. I said, man, ain't nobody chancing no Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman comes out there and he says he deserved a championship shot too. And he said everybody in the ring sucked. He said MVP sucked, Bobby Lashley sucked, Miz sucks, Morrison sucks. I need a WWE championship shot. And then next thing you know, here comes Shane O'Mac. I said, oh boy. They telling you what's gonna happen. Y'all, we getting ready to get Shane versus Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. I'm just telling you ahead of time. We getting ready to get it. So Shane come out there because obviously they didn't get to where they need to go. So this was the plan. So the plan was Bobby Lashley gets, here's the name of the game. Bobby Lashley gets the Miz, but he must go through Braun Strowman. If Braun Strowman beats Bobby Lashley next week, it would have been a triple threat for the WWE Championship. It would have been Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman versus the Miz for the WWE Championship. So that's what the stipulations were set up. So then right after that, got another same mate tag team. Here we go again. It's the Raw Tag Team Champs, the Hurt Business, which is Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin with MVP on commentary. This match started off slow because it was just one-sided. It was basically Hurt Business beating the brakes off of Lucha House Party. Y'all, Lucha House Party ain't going nowhere. So, like I said, man, I think what they need to do at WrestleMania, I think it's time to merge the tag team division. It's time to just go ahead and get rid of both Raw and SmackDown tag team titles and make brand new WWE tag team titles that travel around between Raw and SmackDown. That's what we need to do. We need to merge them because I'm tired of the same old matches week in, week out. It's pathetic, man. And like I said, y'all know me. Look, if I clown AEW for having 18 million tag team matches, I'm gonna do the same thing with WWE. I told you, for me, the minimum is 3. Like I said, I mean 2 for me, but I can tolerate 3. Don't need 4, don't need 5, but you know that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get multiple tag team matches over and over again. The Hurt Business end up winning this match, you know. So I don't know. Like I said, so with Kofi and them winning, I guess we getting the Hurt Business versus New Day again for the tag team. I'm like, we done seen it. You see what I'm saying? It's like and look, listen, let me tell you something. Look, it's good that we winning, but it just don't mean nothing no more, man. Like just because we winning, that don't mean anything. It does not mean nothing. So we move on for that. So we get Damian Priest versus Angel Garza for the 18,000th time. Was the match solid? Yes, it was, but you already know what was going to happen. Damian Priest beats Angel Garza with Bad Bunny right this ringside. Like I said, I don't know where we're going with this. We're going to find, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they got in store, but, you know, Angel Garza loses again. You know, it is what it is. Now, let me go ahead and talk about this segment. Orton cuts a promo talking about how he's been doing nothing but failing. He's been experiencing failure after failure. And he says that his mind is all over the place. He said he wants to focus on the WWE Championship, but he can't because he's got so many things going on. And he says that he called himself Burning the Fiend. So the Fiend is out the way, but it's somebody else that keep causing him distraction. And he said that's Alexa Bliss. Well, as soon as he says her name, they showed a little satanic promo from last week. Now, I told y'all before. Listen, y'all think I say Vince McMahon is demonic because I dislike him and what he, and him being evil. No, Vince McMahon shows you week in and week out. And when they put that stuff right in front of your face, Vince let you know exactly how he get down. I don't know why people have a hard time trying to break it up and try to understand it. Vince McMahon is down with the devil for real. This is not a game. This is not for show. This ain't for play. The fact that he had that girl in the middle of the pentagram, like I said they put this. Like I said this is a so-called children's show, right? So kids see this and kids be like, "Hey, that looks cool." I'm like, "It's not cool. Like, you really don't know what you're doing when you dabble into some satanic nonsense like that." So they cut back to Orton, right? And Orton trying to cut a promo and he started coughing. Next thing you know, this fool throw up some black paint or black blood or something. Now, I was not watching the Golden Era / New Generation era. But apparently people started going back to 1992, the late Warrior versus Papa Shango, aka the Godfather. Now, Papa Shango was the Voodoo Man. If people who are familiar with the Voodoo from New Orleans, Let me tell you something. Voodoo is satanic as well. So for people that's gonna get offended, I don't care. I'll tell you, voodoo is satanic as well. I don't care. So people said, well, they just basically did the same script from back then because Warrior was coughing up black paint as well. So that something was dumb. It was stupid. So, and he couldn't continue. So it is what it is. Now, here we go again. Another tag team match. Y'all, my heart goes out to Asuka. My heart goes out to Asuka. Y'all know how much I talk about how they don't know how to book the cats that look like me. Asuka has her title reign has been a complete joke. And from what I'm told, the girl has not defended her title for the last 6 months. That don't make no sense. That tells me that Vince has no desire to continue to push Asuka as the Raw Women's Champion. And all of this is overshadowed by Charlotte Flair, pushing this dumb story about Charlotte Flair, aka the androids are coming. The androids are coming. And once again, just like what happened at Elimination Chamber, you have Asuka get pinned. I would say, why, Vince? What is the fascination about the champion getting pinned? So that you can elevate Charlotte? No. They could have got counted out or something. If you want to protect Charlotte, fine. Just have them get counted out. But no, it was Charlotte's fault why they lost. Charlotte tried to do a big boot. I don't know if she tried to do the big boot to Shayna or was Nia Jax. I think it was Nia Jax. She tried to do a big boot to Nia. And she ended up kicking Asuka in the face. And so Nia just does the leg drop, 1, 2, 3 match over. I said, why, man? I said, this is a disrespect. This is the disrespect to Asuka. This is the disrespect to cats that look like Asuka. This is a this is a disrespect to the women of the women's division, period. Because we want to make Charlotte look good in defeat by having her do that stupid stunt. That was stupid. So they lose the match, right? So Charlotte tries to go over there and comfort her, and Asuka don't want nothing to do with Charlotte no more. She don't want nothing to do with her. She don't. And and basically what is this it's designed to get us to have sympathy for Charlotte. I have no sympathy for the android, none whatsoever. I got more sympathy for Asuka, the way how they've been booking her. Because they've been booking Asuka like a complete joke. They have no desire to push her right. And this is just this is wrong. I don't care. I'm gonna call it out when I see it. This is wrong. And they tell you what's finna pop off. Then they even gave a little vignette that Rhea Ripley is coming. I said, well, that I already know what's gonna happen. Rhea's gonna take the title off of Asuka at Fastlane, and we get Charlotte versus Rhea at Fastlane, or we're gonna get a triple threat, which is gonna be Asuka versus Rhea versus Charlotte. And I got a strange feeling Charlotte's gonna walk out with the title. I don't want that. I don't want the girl to win. I don't. So that's that. Match was garbage. It's terrible. And like I said, they doing Asuka wrong. They really are. Oh, and by the way, Drew McIntyre was nowhere in sight tonight. He just decided to take the day off. Remember what I told you when he was holding his neck and everything? Maybe he just selling the neck injury. So that's why they kept him off TV tonight or last night. And then we get this match. We get Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy for the 5 millionth time. You know what, man? I don't know, man. I listen. If I seen the match once, if I seen the match twice, heck, if I seen it even 3 times, I don't need to see it another time. We got Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus for the 5 millionth time again, and Sheamus wins. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know anymore, man. When it comes to Monday Night Raw, I just don't know. like I said, I try to watch this. I said this is WrestleMania season, so let me go ahead and watch it. Let me give a thorough review about it. And it's tonight was the night of rematches. It was just rematch after rematch after rematch, just rematch city. And to be honest with you, we're still nowhere near WrestleMania for the Raw side. The Raw side has nobody set up for WrestleMania. Nobody. Nothing is set in stone for Raw. Like, you supposed to get everything settled and ready to go. And we got nothing. Just a bunch of random stupid stuff going on that made absolutely no sense. Then we get this segment. Again, Vince and them is trying to get us to have sympathy for Charlotte. I have no sympathy for the android. I don't. We got Ric Flair, Charlotte, basically dang near crying. Charlotte said, "Listen, Dad, I don't know why you keep messing with Lacey. What is wrong with you? What is your obsession with blondes and everything? Like, listen, are you trying to live the nature boy through her? I'm trying to get my shine on. It's my time now. I don't listen. She told him that she loves him and she's glad that he paid the way for her. But she like, I want to make a name for myself, and I think I need you to go home." And they crying and all this and everything, and they really want us to desperately have sympathy for Charlotte. I don't. I don't have no sympathy for Charlotte, man. I don't, because this is who Vince and them been pushing forever. It is the same old, same old. The androids are coming. I don't want to see the android is coming again. I don't. But this is what Vince and them do. They keep pushing the android over and over and over again. It's like, man, and we supposed to have sympathy. And they talked about Lacey Evans being so-called pregnant. Well, I believe she is pregnant. But they tried to make it as if Ric Flair might be the dad. I said, man, would y'all just cut it? Just cut it, man. So they was water working, try to make it seem like this was a sympathetic figure situation for Charlotte. It's not. I told you I got all the sympathy in the world for my girl Asuka and how they've been booking her. Got the first, but think about this. We had Sasha, we had the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion lose back to back to Nia Jax and Shayna. Let that sink in. Let that mess sink in. That is terrible booking. But you want us to think that the champions are credible? No, this makes the champions look completely like garbage. Sasha's title reign, I'm serious, as it really has been nothing. It's been nothing. And I am one of the biggest Sasha Banks fans on the planet, but her title reign has been nothing. And Asuka's title reign has been garbage to the core. But we got to elevate cats like Charlotte. You know what, man? I'm done. I'm done. Moving on. And then we get this. Lana, Naomi, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. Listen, man. Do I respect all four women in this match? I do. But Naomi and Mandy Rose don't need to be a part of this. They don't. Neither one of them do. Lana and Dana Brooke, no. Just no. Naomi and Lana win. They do the table face, a table. I don't know. It's some kind of move called. It's something. But it's funny that it's got the name table in it. And they Naomi pins Mandy. I would have preferred Dana Brooke taking the pin, because Mandy Rose, I just feel like Mandy Rose had all the momentum when her and Sonya Deville was beefing. And then the situation happened with the both of them, with that kidnapper was up in their crib, and he tried to do something, but they laid him out. I just feel like the momentum for Mandy Rose just died, because she had all the momentum after with that older situation, and then now, like I said, then Naomi, they act like they don't know what to do with Naomi. I'm serious. It's like they don't know. It's, man. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know, man. When it comes to the women, I think we need to. I think we might have to merge the women as well. I think because I said this about the men's tag team division, merge the tag team division, and I think we need to merge the women's divisions because this right here is just I don't know. Lana and Naomi end up winning, so we move on. We get AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Ricochet is another guy who signed a big contract just to continue to get buried and go absolutely nowhere. You know, I had no idea if it wasn't for my main ace telling me when this guy signed with the WWE who this cat was. For people who watch Lucha Underground, this is Prince Puma. If you remember Prince Puma with the mask on, Prince Puma was phenomenal. I'm using the AJ Styles word. Prince Puma was great. Then I found out, he coming to the WWE. And I said, man, they probably gonna kill him. I said, this dude been losing 24/7. Just losing. I'm like, I just like, how do you live with yourself that this is what you decided to sign up for, to continue to come to this show just to get to lose all the time? Unreal, man. And you got AJ Styles and you got that boy Almas out there. I call him the Black Great Khali. If you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. AJ Styles wins this match, and after the match, Almas choke slams Ricochet. It's you try to get yourself excited, but you really can't. That's why I'm so glad that I don't watch this stuff live. I don't. I come home after I come home from work. I watch it afterwards, so I can fast forward to majority of the commercials and everything. Because I'm not finna sit there 3 hours and watch this trash show. I'm not. I know some of you WWE heads can sit through it and act like everything is all good, but I'm not sitting here watching something that I know is going to have me just ready to go to sleep. You know, it is what it is, man. So we get on to the main event: Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman ain't my cup of tea, and I told you how I feel about Bobby Lashley. This is the best Bobby Lashley has looked, but now it's funny. I'm actually surprised they actually allowed Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley wins the match. I'm surprised they actually allowed him to win, but then I think about it, it still is kind of considered Black History Month. And it's funny, they did show a commercial. They had the following 4 goofs in the video: Big E. They had Montez. Yeah, is it Montrez or Montez? They had Montez, Bianca, and they had Drew McIntyre talking about Black History Month. And I said, that's funny. I said, that might mean something to the 4 of you, but it don't mean nothing to your doggone employee or your employer. Because your employer can't stand your guts. He shows you week in and week out. Just because you got titles, just because you on the show, that don't mean nothing. So that stuff talk about the hate and all that stuff. Yeah, your employee hates your guts. I'm just telling you right now. He hates your guts. Always have, always will. It's no secret. It's no secret. Like I said, this match. Let me tell you something. Bobby Lashley manhandled Braun. But Braun got a couple of hits in, but I've never seen Braun Strowman get manhandled like how he did in this match. Bobby Lashley, he beat him. So we're not getting a triple threat. So next week on Monday Night Raw, in the main event, we get The Miz versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Now, it's funny. Miz tried after the match. I guess right. Miz was sitting out there on commentary, sounding completely silly, talking all this goofy stuff. He's doing his role. That's his role. That's what he's supposed to do. After the match, he tried to hop in there, act like he was finna do something to Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley laid his behind out. So then after that, Bobby Lashley gets on the turnbuckles. He gets on the ropes, and he's got that goofy look that he be making, that sinister look, and he's holding up the WWE Championship. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, I don't believe that mess is happening. As much as I know most fans want it to happen, I don't believe it's happening. Why? Because like I just said, what I just said, I don't trust Vince with the talent that looks like me. I don't. You can sit up here and say I'm bugging. I do not trust him with the talent that look like me. I just don't. Like I said, so I don't have Bobby Lashley winning. I got a feeling that Drew McIntyre is going to interfere in this match and cost Bobby Lashley. That was funny. He gonna hit Bobby Lashley, which means Bobby Lashley is gonna win, which is gonna turn this into a triple threat moving forward into Fastlane. And then at Fastlane, we'll determine what's about to pop off. For moving forward. Now, I did see a video of Bobby Lashley. Pretty much, if you want to say in Bible terms, calling things which be not as though they were, because they was talking about Black History Month and the Black wrestlers, and he mentioned Bianca. He said Bianca Belair is going to main event WrestleMania, and he said Bobby Lashley is going to main event WrestleMania. He said he's going to main event WrestleMania. I said interesting that he said that on the bump. I said that's interesting. So maybe Vince them might allow it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't trust Vince. I don't trust WWE when we get booked into the main event scene. If we get booked into the main event scene, I don't trust Vince and them to make the right decision. Kofi Kingston's situation is like once in a lifetime, and that really wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Mustafa Ali. Now we got Bobby Lashley potentially becoming the WWE Championship champion. I don't see it. I don't believe it. It's gonna have to manifest for me to actually, say that it's gonna manifest. But I don't think it's gonna manifest. I don't, because I don't trust Vince at all with the talent that look like me. So that's Monday Night Raw. That's my Monday Night Raw review. What y'all think? Did y'all think this show was great? Or you like me? You thought this show was hot garbage and not watchable? Hit the comment section up. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hope I ain't lose some of y'all, because I know I talk a lot about what's going on and everything. I'm just telling it like it is. WWE has never given me enough evidence to put trust that that's gonna happen. It may have happened once, it may have happened twice, but I don't trust Vince and Bruce to make the right decision. I just don't. So I'm going with Miz to retain, thanks to Drew McIntyre next week. Holla at your boy.